So in the question, we have two solids, L and M, and solid L is copper chloride. So that we have copper chloride, which is CuCl2. So what is the appearance? How it look like? It is blue. So this is a blue solid. What we did now, we dissolve in water. We add this salt to water. We make a solution, and that solution is divided into four different test tubes. So four test tubes, the solution is divided into. Okay. So this solution is divided into four different test tubes, equal portions of the solution. What we did in the first test tube, we add aqueous ammonia, ammonia solution. So when we add aqueous ammonia or ammonia solution, first we add drops and then we add excess. So the moment we add drops of ammonia, we will observe blue PPT. In exam, no need to write precipitate. You write PPT, you will get the marks. So blue PPT, and then in excess, the PPT dissolve. And what it will form? It will form a deep blue solution or royal blue solution or inky blue solution. So this is related to memorization. You have to memorize the observation with aqueous ammonia. Then the second part, the second portion, we are adding excess of sodium hydroxide. So we have a copper salt, like as we know, there is a copper ion, there's a copper ion and there's a chloride ion. And now what we are doing, we are adding sodium hydroxide. Okay. So whenever we are adding a sodium hydroxide to a copper salt, what is the result? As you can see in this table, adding an excess of or sodium hydroxide to what is the observation? If there's a copper ion with 5 drops with blue PPT and the precipitate does not dissolve. So when we are adding it, the precipitate does not dissolve, it will give a blue PPT. So you will write here blue PPT, which does not dissolve in excess of sodium hydroxide or aqueous sodium hydroxide. The next part, why copper? Because in the beginning they mentioned that this is a copper salt. If you see in the beginning of the question, they mention that we have a solid L which is a copper salt. So we are doing all the tests on the copper salt solution. So all of the test tube contain what? They contain copper ion and it contain chloride ion. Copper ion, chloride ion. So because it is containing a copper ion, and when we add sodium hydroxide, it will give us the blue PPT. Then a dilute nitric acid was added to a third portion followed by aqueous silver nitrate. This is a test for halides, like this can be done for chloride, bromide or iodide. So we have a salt solution which contain copper ion and it contain chloride ion. So this is a test adding a nitric acid followed by silver nitrate. This is a test which can be used to check the presence of chloride ion, bromide ion and iodide ion. If the chloride ion is present, it will give a white PPT. If bromide ion is present, it will give cream color precipitate. If iodide ion is present, it will give yellow PPT. So you can see here when we add nitric acid followed by silver nitrate, if we observe a white PPT, it means the chloride is there, or if chloride is there, it will give white PPT. If we observe cream precipitate, it means bromide is there, or if bromide is there, we will observe cream precipitate. So already in the question, we know that this is a copper chloride salt. So to be a copper chloride salt, the two ions which are present, it contain one copper ion and it contain one chloride ion. So when we add silver nitrate, nitric acid followed by silver nitrate, so what we observe, because there is a chloride ion, so silver react with the chloride and it will form silver chloride, and due to the formation of a silver chloride, it will form a solid, and this solid, appearance of this solid, it will be white PPT. I did not use the color white because the background is white. So I use this purple. It means that is chloride. If it was a cream color precipitate, it means bromide, and yellow precipitate, it will be iodide. So already we know about the salt. It contains a chloride ion. So if our salt contain a chloride ion and we add silver nitrate, aqueous silver nitrate, so what we'll observe? We'll observe white PPT. Then the fourth one, adding a nitric acid followed by barium nitrate. Barium nitrate, it is a test for sulfate ion. If there is a sulfate ion, this will give a white PPT. So if you check the test for sulfate ion, add hydrochloric acid followed by barium chloride or barium nitrate. Any of them can be added. What we'll observe? We'll observe a white PPT if the sulfate is present, SO4 is present. But in this example, in this question, as the salt is a copper chloride, so it contains copper ion and it contains chloride ion, it does not contain any sulfate. So if the salt does not contain any sulfate and we are doing a sulfate test, like adding barium nitrate or barium chloride, so it won't react, or there is no visible change or no reaction. So here we will write no reaction or no visible change. Why we are writing no reaction or no visible change? Because it does not contain sulfate, so no sulfate ion is present in the, that's why we are getting a negative result. So this is the first part. I will just quickly go through what we have discussed, because there is another part related to the question, but as you are solving this question for the first time, it's better, like I will just do the first part today. That two solids are there, L and M, and solid L is a copper chloride. So if it is a transition element, it should be a colored compound. So what is the appearance? Copper salts are blue in color, blue or green in color. Some yellow is there, but blue and green are a common color. So blue solid. Then we dissolve this salt into water, and we have four different test tubes. So each test tube contains copper and chloride. To the first test tube, we add ammonia. To the second test tube, we add sodium hydroxide. To the third test tube, we add silver nitrate. And to the fourth test tube, we add barium nitrate. When we add ammonia, what we'll observe? Excess of ammonia will observe a blue solution is formed. Blue precipitate will dissolve to form a blue solution. When we add sodium hydroxide, it will form blue PPT. Blue solid will be there. In a solution, a solid is formed. When we add silver nitrate, so in the solution, it will form white PPT. So there will be white precipitates, white solid will be there. And when we add barium nitrate, it is a test for sulfate. So there will be no visible change or no reaction. This is what happened in this question. Adding aqueous ammonia, Adding an aqueous ammonia, there was no visible change. Adding aqueous ammonia, it was blue PPT, and precipitate dissolved form deep blue solution. Adding sodium hydroxide, it will form blue PPT. Adding silver nitrate, because there is a chloride ion, so it will give white PPT. Adding barium nitrate, because there is no sulfate, so there is no visible change or no reaction. And you can only answer this question after memorizing all the tests for the positive and negative ion. This question cannot be answered without memorizing that table. So what I want everyone to do is just go through that table, at least revise every day, so you will memorize the test and observations both. And every chemistry class now onwards, we will do at least some part of from this identification, so you can understand the concept of the questions as well. Is it clear? Any question or a doubt related to the class?